Your largest workforce may not be human. A service account moves data every night. A bot opens support tickets. An AI agent reads records and calls tools. None of them types a password at a login screen, yet each can reach valuable systems. If one is overprivileged, forgotten, or poorly identified, automation turns a small mistake into machine speed impact. In this CipherVibe episode, we will compare 3 fictional non-human identities: a billing service, a support bot, and an AI operations agent. A deterministic local simulator assigns each an owner, purpose, credential type, permission set, and expiration. It never connects to a cloud, directory, API, model, database, or production tool. OWASP describes non-human identities as identities used to identify, authenticate, and authorize software entities such as applications, workloads, APIs, bots, and automated systems. The identity is the subject. A password, token, key, certificate, or attested credential may prove it. Policy determines which resources and actions it may use. Human identity programs rely on user training, interactive multi-factor authentication, and visible account recovery. Software may authenticate thousands of times per hour without a person present. It needs a different pattern: verifiable workload provenance, non-interactive credentials, narrow authorization, automated rotation, clear ownership, and safe failure behavior. A service account usually represents a recurring application or system function. The danger is not that service accounts exist. The danger is weak ownership, shared use, interactive login, permanent administrator rights, embedded passwords, and credentials that remain valid long after the original service disappears. Bots respond to events, messages, or schedules. A support bot may read tickets and add approved labels. A collaboration bot may post messages or retrieve documents. Its conversational interface does not reduce its privileges. Treat the underlying application identity, consent grants, webhooks, tokens, and connected resources as production access. An AI agent combines model-driven planning with tools and data. The model is not the identity system. The runtime uses a service or workload identity to call those tools. Risk rises when the agent inherits broad credentials, can choose high-impact actions, or acts without independent authorization and approval. Our lab defines 3 opaque subjects: billing service, support bot, and ops agent. Each record has an owner, resource, action, privilege boundary, credential lifetime, and approval rule. A local state machine returns allow, limit, approval required, or deny. Real credentials, secrets, model calls, external requests, and side effects are all 0. The baseline assigns billing service a unique identity owned by the finance platform team. It can create invoice records in one API. It cannot list all customer data, change database policy, or sign in interactively. Its short-lived credential is issued to the approved workload and expires automatically. The simulator then replaces 3 identities with one shared automation administrator. Every job works, but no decision can distinguish the billing service from the bot or agent. Compromise of one runtime exposes every permission. Offboarding one workflow risks breaking the others, so the account remains forever. Convenience has erased containment and attribution. Where the platform supports it, prefer credentials issued to a verified workload for a short period rather than a static secret copied into files and pipelines. SPIF is one open standard for workload identities and short-lived verifiable identity documents. The exact system varies, but the design goal is consistent: bind proof to the workload and automate renewal. Authentication answers which machine is calling. Authorization still decides what it may do. Give each identity the smallest useful actions on named resources. Separate read, write, export, approval, and administration. Apply environment, time, network, data, and transaction constraints where they are reliable and relevant. In the safe lab, Ops agent may draft a remediation plan and query synthetic status. When it proposes disabling an account, the tool gateway validates the exact target, confirms scope, records the reason, and requires an authorized human approval. The agent cannot broaden its own permissions or substitute another action after approval. Non-human identities also have a life cycle. Creation should name the workload, business purpose, technical owner, approver, environments, permissions, and expiration. A deployment or ownership change triggers review. Retirement disables the identity, revokes credentials and sessions, removes grants, and verifies that no dependency still uses it. Build an inventory that connects 4 things: the identity object, every credential or proof it can use, its effective permissions, and its accountable owner. Add the workloads, environments, resources, last use, creation source, and expiration. Discover embedded secrets and third-party grants without putting secret values into reports or tickets. A billing service normally reaches a narrow API on a known schedule. A support bot uses ticket and messaging endpoints. An agent accesses only its approved tools. Log authentication, token issuance, authorization decisions, tool calls, denial, rotation, and revocation. Alert when an identity reaches a new resource, uses interactive login, changes volume, or acts outside its declared purpose. When a machine identity is suspected, contain the workload and revoke every associated credential, session, key, certificate, and delegated grant. Reduce or remove permissions server-side. Preserve issuance, authentication, authorization, and application logs. Rotate dependent secrets from a clean administrative path and verify that replacement workloads receive new identities. Your fastest-growing user population may never log in like a person. Give every service account, bot, workload, and AI agent a unique identity, accountable owner, narrow purpose, short-lived proof, and observable behavior. Put deterministic authorization and approval in front of high-impact agent tools. Find the full CipherVibe checklist in the companion guide.